Good day everyone. Today, I will be discussing the Pecha Kucha on my finals part 2. Attached in the slides are some images that I can use as a proof of participation in our online learning discussion. Also, I will be giving short insights of my learnings from this discussion board. The course objective for course outcome 1 is to know the definition of service quality and its difference from product quality. The two discussion boards from Mr. Zamora and Mr. Mucha covered these course objectives by discussing the service quality definition from Chapter 12 of Service Operations Management by Hacksever and Render. Here, in the discussion of Mr. Zamora, we learned that service recovery is crucial in keeping customers after a service failure. A service organization can be prepared for service failures by having good customer service. Training employees to handle an emergency or service failure can earn back their customers' trust. In Mr. Mucha's discussion, we have learned that customers unconsciously depend on the product that is perceived as reliable. Customer satisfaction is the foundation of TQM, which focuses on continuous improvement to gain customer satisfaction. Our goal in quality management is to assure that our customers are happy with our services. The course objectives of the course outcome 2 is to develop performance indicators that will enable consistent execution of service quality. This topic will discuss establishing metrics, importance of metrics, measurement methods, and performance dashboard. Ms. Zambrano's discussion board showed us that performance measurement is important in an organization because it determines if the company is consistently achieving its goal. Performance measurement affects service quality by ensuring that the employees are complying with the performance objectives that the company has given. Now we tackle Ms. Maghinay's discussion board. On her discussion board, we have discussed that performance measure would help organizations in improving their services. It's mainly because employees would be obligated to comply to the KPI or key performance indicators set by the company. We learned from Mr. Escami's discussion board that key performance indicator is a very effective tool in achieving goals set by the organization, but some KPIs are not very effective. To set a meaningful key performance indicator, organizations need to carefully choose their set of KPIs. Mr. Prado's board discussion taught us that the most important pitfall to address in a customer service is the lack of training of the customer service of a product or service, because customer service will handle the concerns, and when they lack knowledge about the service, it would be hard for them to diagnose the problem or the situation. On Mr. Villaflor's discussion, we are taught that metrics are essential to an organization and they are useful in tracking the progress that everyone makes as well as the organization's status, whether they are performing well and proceeding towards their goals, and this helps companies in maintaining their continuous progress towards their goals. On Mr. Mashin's discussion board, we learned that different types of organizations require different types of metrics, and not all types of metrics can apply to an organization. Organizations must understand the different kinds of metrics to evaluate what should they use and what fit for their needs. Performance metrics gather data that can be used in the future. From Mr. Hero's discussion board, we learned that Six Sigma is a methodological approach to improve processes. DMAIC stands for defining, measuring, analyzing, improving, and controlling. Process stability is important because without any process stability, the capability data is useless. This discussion board taught us that process mapping is necessary in improving the efficiency of an organization, because it illustrates graphically and elaborates a process. It explains how a process works and tells which aspect of a process needs improvement. Also, it speeds up the designing of a project and provides visual illustration of information. The course outcome objective is to be able to analyze or diagnose service delivery situations for improvement opportunities. In this course outcome, analysis or diagnosis of service delivery situations are discussed, and the use of computer-aided engineering on quality control is mentioned. Different SQC tools were also tackled. Mr. Romero's discussion falls on the same week as mine. That is why I wasn't able to give an answer to his questions, such as, do you agree that zero defects concept helps the organization attain minimum overall cost? Why and why not? And how does computer engineering affect quality control? In my own discussion board, I have discussed the 17 SQC tools and techniques such as checksheet, tree diagram, Pareto diagram, control diagram, histogram, scatter diagram, run chart, affinity diagram, fishbone diagram, flowchart, failure mode analysis, and so much more. This course outcomes objectives is to teach us how to develop and recommend intervention programs to improve current service performance. Mr. Pusong and Mr. Lagan introduced Six Sigma and the process improvement for the topic of development and recommendation. On Mr. Pusong's discussion board, it is explained that root cause analysis can be applied in any industries as every industry experiences problem in their own way. It is a method of finding the primary source of a problem which is used in multiple industries worldwide. The 5 whys are also given as an example of root cause analysis. Mr. Lagan taught us that process improvement is important in an organization as it helps companies figure how they can do things better. Its goal is to remove bottlenecks in operations and loosen its pressure points. And we also learned that by reducing the cycle time, we would be more efficient and more productive. In the visual image, I have talked about ServQual and its visual image representation for me, while in the intern project, I have discussed Kalaka Health Center's problems, and we have tried to find a conclusion and recommendation by analyzing the problem using the SQC tool root cause analysis.